Welcome, guys. I hope everybody's having a great day. I wanted to welcome you to the Wellness Hive. Super excited that we have our own group and our own community. It's been 2 years for me in the Young Living world and business, and I felt the need that we needed to kind of cultivate our group and, come together as a community. So wanted to welcome everybody here, and thanks for joining. I am going to just go over the premium starter kit today so that we have this video in our group. So if anybody is new to Young Living and just got their kit, they'll know what to do when they see it. And also you can tag your friends if anybody's in here that just got the premium starter kit and needs to know all the things. So again, welcome. So if you're just jumping on and you just got your kit, congratulations, you're on like a wellness journey forever with us, which is amazing. So Young Living basically bundles their most used oils together in their premium starter kit. So you get to pick, hey Liz, hey Christine. So you guys get to pick your own diffuser, which is awesome. There's 4 as of right now. There's the Desert Mist, which is probably the most popular. The Dewdrop, which is it's about the same. It's really just about looks. They have the Aria, which is the globe. They say like the Cadillac of diffusers, which is gorgeous, and it runs for 12 hours. And the Rainstone, which is black, a little bit more masculine looking. But again, they're all great diffusers. It's basically, what you like for looks, but also what you're looking for. So you get to pick your diffuser, and then they box the best oils together. When I first got my starter kit, I honestly didn't think I'd ever go through all the oils. I wanted like 3 of them that were in the kit. Now getting the starter kit is the best thing for you to do because it's the best value. It's over $400 in products, but you're getting a piece of Young Living that you can use for everything. Comes with this little handy notebook, which is amazing. Basically lifestyle. It goes through the kit, the story. The biggest thing with Young Living that drew me in, I was using oils with my kids. I have 2 little boys. I was using oils for a couple years, and I was a little misinformed, and I ended up going to a big box store that we all are very familiar with that we feel is organic and safe, and bought essential oils from there. Little did I know, quality is different, and I stumbled across Young Living when my little guy Cameron basically broke out with pretty bad eczema from a product that I used on his skin. So feeling like I was a bad mom, as we all do, but the guilt set in that I need to be my own advocate for my kids and my family, as do you guys. So you just really need to be careful of what you're purchasing and what's in it. So, which brought me to Young Living. So Young Living has been around for 25 years. They have an amazing company outside of their products. Their business is downright so, it blows my mind away. Their whole product line is true, but their whole mission is true too. So Young Living has a seed to seal commitment, which is basically they seed the seed in the ground to, when it's actually produced and distilled and brought out to the public. So this is the only company that has that. I have been to a couple of their farms, and honestly, I wouldn't choose otherwise. A lot of the products that are on the shelves, the FDA actually only requires any company to put 5% of an oil into a bottle, and they can call it 100% therapeutic, which is super scary. So when you go to the big box stores and it says 100% therapeutic, the FDA only has regulated that there is 5% of an oil in that. So usually it's filled with fillers and chemicals and toxins that we don't want on our body. So that is where I started with Young Living. I trust them. They've been around for the longest. They are the top of the line. So that's my little spiel on that. If you guys want to get into more, I can tell you in a private message. But there's a reason you chose Young Living and that you're in this group, so we all know why it's the best. So you're going to get a little book like that. You also get this product guide, which we should be getting a new one. This is 2019. But it has all their oils in it, all their products. Outside of oils, their personal care products are great. They have supplements. They have Ningxia Red Juice they have a whole cleaning line. So that product guide is awesome. But so in this box, these are all the oils that we'll be getting and going through really quickly. But people usually get this box and they forget, or they don't know that there's a little secret compartment. So you always want to make sure you pull this up, and underneath here is more extra goodies. So when I signed up, guys, the price was the same, but I wasn't getting all these. They actually added a couple more products than what I got 2 years ago. So the value is great. But I'm gonna start with some Ningxia red juice. This was something that I definitely left in my box and didn't try for a while. So if you're just getting your new box, throw these in the fridge and listen, because this is a huge reason why a lot of my members are actually on board with Young Living. High antioxidant juice. I've had people have support with their stomachs. I've had people have more energy. The list goes on and on. So there's actually a kit with Young Living that is just Ningxia red. But this is amazing. We drink 2 ounces a day. So these are 2 ounce packets. They give you 2 to try. You can also get them in like a bigger bottle, which we have. And my husband actually, this is one thing that he tends to grab every morning without me having to say anything, and has leveled out his stomach. So having, you know, obviously good experience with this stuff, that's when you have your aha moment and actually realize it does work. So Ningxia red, put this in your fridge. I've also put them in the freezer for the kids, which is great in the summer months. My Cameron loves it. Carter, not so much. I can mix it with like a chocolate milkshake or like a chocolate protein drink, and I can get this into him, but he's a little bit harder. And I mix this with my elderberry gummies that I make. So very versatile. Ningxia. Their whole Thieves line is great. This is just like a little carry-on that you could bring in your car or on the airplane. But back in the 1800s, when the Black Plague was happening, the thieves were actually holding all these herbs, which is, you know, citrus, eucalyptus, rosemary, cinnamon, clove, and they never got sick. So, oh my God, my dog needs to go out. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. So basically, Young Living bottled all those herbs and spices into this Thieves blend. So the little backstory is amazing, but in the Black Plague, those criminals actually, to get off on some of their punishment, had to tell the authorities what they were holding, because they didn't actually get the illness. So Thieves is, I think, one of the mainstays of Young Living. We clean with this, but this is just a little sample, so they do give you a sample of this, and you can buy a big bottle and everything else. But in the kit, they want you to try this because honestly, it's a powerhouse. It's pretty comparable to Clorox without all of the chemicals. They also include a hand sanitizer. They got the 99.9 stamp. This bottle will actually be changing, I think, how it looks, and it will say hand sanitizer instead of hand purifier. It's great. It's got a peppermint smell to it, but it's non-drying, which is awesome. So there's aloe in it. So especially with the kids, you're not putting it on in the cold winter months, cracky hands and killing. So the kids have these on their backpacks. I have this at work, in my bag, in the car, everywhere. So, and especially this winter, God, it's been awful. So this is like a mainstay in my home. All right, so the oils, you get 12 in the premium starter kit, which is an amazing deal. So I will go through these. I do want to actually just explain one thing. So there's a couple things with essential oils. Basically, they're the lifeblood of the plant. They're either steam distilled or cold pressed, but these are coming out of actual plants. So when people get nervous about them, I usually try to remind them that they're plants, right? So there's a couple things. You can diffuse oils. We can put them on topically. And some oils that are safe, as in Young Living, you can ingest them. So these are actually certified GRAS, which is GRAS, which is for consumption by the FDA. So there's a couple different things about the bottles that you'll notice, that we have the white bottles and then we have the colored bottles. What that means is that the FDA requires us to have written on these the instructions on how to ingest them. So that is why they are white. You have a peppermint here. If you had a regular peppermint like green bottle, it would be one and the same. They have a whole vitality line that you can cook with, you can ingest, which is amazing, but they do give you the vitality line in the starter kit. So I'm gonna start out with peppermint, which, as we know, peppermint is amazing for your airways, right? But so I'm going to tell you guys a couple things about how I use it and about how I know members have used them also. Peppermint's actually in a trio blend that is great for seasonal support, which is peppermint, lemon, and lavender. So a lot of people that have seasonal issues when the weather changes, or the runny nose or the dry throat, you can put that into a roller and use it topically. You can diffuse it into the air, or you can actually ingest it also. So peppermint is great for that. I've used peppermint if I have head tension. I can put it on my temples or the back of my neck if I'm really hot. And you can also ingest it. Some little trick that I've heard before is people will put a drop of peppermint on their thumb and place it to the roof of their mouth, which will actually relieve head tension also. I am not a cook, but I know that a lot of people like to bake and cook. You can do some, hey Bonnie, peppermint brownies, which is awesome. So if you search in our group, I'll make sure that I have the conversion chart for how to cook with oils, because one drop is a lot compared to, if you were to put in like a spoonful of something, or even like shake some herbs or spices. So there's a conversion chart on how to cook with these, but people love making peppermint brownies. I've put this in my chocolate protein shakes. I've also put this in my coffee. Peppermint's a high frequency oil. Coffee is one that drags us, which is actually not a high frequency. So this actually makes us have higher frequency. Your body feels good, and so on. So this is how peppermint is used. The next one is lemon, and this is actually cold pressed from a lemon, so you're actually getting it from the rind of the lemon. A lot of people put lemons in their water, which is great. You're getting the detox benefits and all that comes with that, but the actual benefits of a lemon come from the rind. So you're gonna actually put this in your water, and you're gonna get more of that benefit here than you would squeezing water, into your water. Lemon is a boy mom's savior, or anybody that has sticky things. My guys, we've taken off permanent marker off of things. We have taken slime off of toys. This is kind of like a natural Goo Gone. Mark has had mulch all over his hands before, and it's awful. So we'd use like Thieves soap and grab the lemon here, and that will help with actually like breaking up any grease or sticky substances, I guess. So lemon's great. Also, you can use lemon in the diffuser. So any citrus oils that you have, lemon, grapefruit, orange, are great to pair with other oils. Sometimes people don't love the smell of a certain oil, which is completely fine. Everybody is so different, but we also want the therapeutic benefit of the oil. So if there's something that you don't completely love the smell of, you can add a citrus to, which will help with just the smell in general. So I usually say like add a citrus oil to something if you're not loving the smell. I'm trying to think what else is good for lemon. So I love to just diffuse this when I'm cleaning, and I don't know, maybe I'll come up with some other things that I use this for as we go on. Citrus Fresh is it's very similar to lemon. If you guys are looking at your bottles, if you cannot see what's in it, there is this little tab here that you pull, and you can read what's in here. So some people don't know about that. But this is orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon. This is all the citruses pretty much together, which is really cool. So I will diffuse this. Again, you can put this in any water or drink. I will tell you that if you are gonna put this into something that you're gonna ingest, like if you're gonna put it in a cup, you wanna make sure it's not in plastic. So a pure essential oil will actually rip through plastic if it's not medical grade. That's the great thing about our diffusers. They're medical grade plastic, so that the citrus oils will not rip through the plastic. I gotta let the dog in, hold on. real life over here. So citrus is great. I actually will take baking soda in like a glass cup with holes, like in a mason jar, and put the citrus fresh in it, let it sit, and then use that as a carpet deodorizer, which is great. So that one's pretty self-explanatory. There is also, Diagize. This does not smell good to me, but it is a lifesaver for somebody who has some digestive issues. If you've had a big meal, if you are having discomfort in your belly, this is the one you want to go to. I have had more people, this is probably a life-changing oil in my head, because I've had more people tell me great stories about using this for stomach discomfort. So this one you can put on topically, you can roll it on your belly. There's actually something, if you are bound up, you're gonna rub one way, or if you're going too much, you're gonna rub another way. All that information, I'm gonna make sure that I drop that in this group, so that if anybody needs to resort to tummy troubles, this is the oil that you find. You can ingest this. Again, I don't think it tastes fabulous, but the therapeutic benefit is there, and that's why it's worth it. I have taken this and put it underneath my tongue sublingually, and have had relief. So that's Diagize. This is one you do not want to diffuse, because I don't think you want your house to smell like it's like ginger and arrowroot and tarragon. So I don't know. Totally up to you. You could diffuse it, but therapeutic benefit-wise is more topical and ingesting. All right, so another one that we're gonna go to is Thieves, which I told you guys the story about their whole cleaning line. So there's also this Thieves oil. You could actually make your own hand soap with this, with some Castile soap, and add the Thieves oil. I diffuse this on the regular, especially during the school months with the kids. We have wellness rollers that we put next to their bed that they put on their feet. I diffuse this at work all the time. Whoever doesn't know, I'm a dental hygienist on the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and this is constantly in my diffuser. People have been so sick this winter, and it's an immunity booster. So, and you can also ingest this if you're not feeling well. Thieves tea is a lifesaver. You could do warm water, 1 drop of Thieves and a couple drops of the lemon with some honey, and it definitely has like a little spicy kick to it, but it's definitely great to boost the immunity if you're not feeling well. I feel like Thieves is like just their like powerhouse. I feel like Young Living, if anybody doesn't know about it, if they do, it's about the Thieves. All right, so next up, I guess we're gonna stay in we're gonna get off of the Vitalities, and we'll jump to Raven. So Raven is anything breathing. So if you are congested or stuffy, you can put this in the diffuser with Thieves if you're not feeling well, or you can mix it with lemon, which is great, or even like a eucalyptus or peppermint. People have used this to use like a chest rub, and not buy the blue one that's at the store. So you could use coconut oil with the Raven on the chest, which is great. Some people too will put oils that seem pretty strong to them on their feet, before sleeping. So think about anything breathing. I have had people that have annoying people that sleep next to them and they're loud, and Raven has helped with that. And then we have Valor. So Valor was not in the kit when I got mine, and this is probably, I feel like, a lot of people's favorite. To me, it smells like blueberries. Everybody else, it might smell different. It's got a little sweet smell to it. People wear it for their perfume. But this is great for that time when your mind's going 1,000 miles a minute, your heart's palpitating, and you're just ready to go out of your mind. Valor is the one to grab for that. So especially if you have like an important work meeting, or you're going into a situation that you're just uncomfortable with, this is the guy you're gonna grab. So with that being said, Young Living also gives you roller fitments, which is just a little top and this cap here. And when you open this bottle, there's a plastic little top on it. You can just pop it off and put the roller fitment right on there, and this you can put on topically right away. So I usually put it behind my ears or even like down by my chest. It's a great one. I mix this a lot with a couple other oils that I'll tell you about, but Valor is probably, I feel like, one of the most prominent ones in the kit that people love. All right, next up is Panaway. Panaway is great for any sore muscles, great for after a workout. You can mix this with peppermint with some coconut oil and put it on. It's kind of like a natural Bengay, so muscle joint relief. I do want to say you'll notice that the caps on these are different than the other ones. So Raven and Panaway both have wintergreen in them. So there's a little bit of a red flag there with kids under the age of 6. It's not, a huge deal, but it's something that you just need to think of. So they are like child safety. Hey, Jenna. So Panaway is great for muscles. I have diffused this. It smells kind of like, I feel like, what am I trying to think of? People think it smells like a minty candy, but you can diffuse it. It's great topically. All right, and then lavender, which is one that I feel like everybody's heard about. If you've never smelled real lavender, some people actually don't think they like lavender until they actually smell it without fragrance or things mixed with it. But as you guys know, lavender is amazing for sleep. It's great for skin support, which I never knew. So lavender, if you have, if you're cooking and you touch a hot pan, lavender can come and definitely soothe that for you, or if you've been in the sun too long in a day. So anything skin, lavender is going to support, which I didn't know before I was part of Young Living. It's great for sleep, but also just for calming. So again, you can diffuse it, put it on topically. This is actually a really good example of their Vitality line. They do have a lavender Vitality, so you can ingest the lavender. It's same as this in a bottle. It's just not listed as that. So you can take that in. So again, lavender is part of that trio that I was talking about earlier for allergy support or seasonal support, which would be the lemon, peppermint, and lavender, which a lot of people resort to, they call it LLP. So along with skin support too, this is an amazing oil, frankincense, that is in the kit. This is another one that's amazing for skin support and cell regeneration. I put this in my moisturizer at night. I put it on my skin on any spots that have had past history of trauma. This is great for healing. And frankincense, I think people, they remember, church and spirituals. So I feel like for meditation and for calming, frankincense is one that you could use. And again, it does come in a Vitality. It's shown here not, but that's how they just list them. So frankincense is, and this has been around since, I don't even know if somebody could totally pull out a thing for me, but a lot of these oils they're ancient. So they've been around forever. So people questioning the use of them is pretty ironic and funny because they've been around longer than we have. And let's see what else we have. So in the bottom of the box is Peace and Calming. Peace and Calming is exactly what it sounds like. This is my 5 o'clock witching hour. I'm gonna go crazy and the kids are driving me bananas. I put this in the diffuser. You can use this at night. It's a great one to put on topically. And Stress Away. This is my favorite. I popped on my roller fitment on this and I have it with me at all times. So Stress Away, same thing. It's, it speaks what it is. So the biggest thing too with these oils, guys, is that there's no right or wrong. Some people get really nervous when they get their kit and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. How do I mix them? And with that being said, whoever has enrolled you, that's on our team, we're here to guide you and help. You can mix things. Mark used to call me hocus pocus for a reason. It's really trial and error. And honestly, some things don't work for people and some work for others. So it's the same thing with everything in this world, So these are alternatives to trying to live a healthier life, to remove toxins, and really just trying to better ourselves. So I've seen huge improvement with my family in 2 years, and just with the families and, friends that I've helped and that are on this journey with me, it's been life-changing and eye-opening. So hopefully this helped. If you guys just got your kit, I'm super excited that you're here. And enjoy this journey with us. It's really I'm always learning, and we love to hear new ideas. So if you have something that worked for you or something that you're questioning, don't hesitate to ask. This group's here for that. And we will see you in the Wellness Hive. All right. Thanks, guys.